Hey guys, welcome to Aaron's review, and today's video we have an unpackaging video. I'm happy to say that the company has reached out to me, which I believe is called Ifi, which means the company is actually an American company as far as I'm aware. They actually specialize in DAC. So what I've got here is the DAC. They've also got converters, analog adapter cable as well, and power adapters and stuff. But here we have the Hip-Dac, which is what is in front of me. I can show you what the company is. Information about the company can be shown below this link. And this is the Hip-Dac, the smallest, or the small one. I have seen the Zen DAC, or Zen Blue as well. The one that I've got here is the Hip-Dac that is here. It is a digital analog converter, which means that you will plug this into your Mac or your Windows player, and then you're able to hear blissful musical sound from your headphones or whatever any monitor you plug into this device. Working with your MacBook in Starbucks, running in fresh morning air, snoozing with your smart device on a flight. Looking at it, it looks quite compact. And there's many, it looks like a bit like a flash. What do you think? This is definitely for us, the music lovers, for music lovers everywhere. This is the miniaturized version of the DAC. Headphone amplifier replaces the NVIDIA DAC and amp in your smart device. Simply connect the DAC, Hip-Dac via USB, insert headphones, and away you go. Relaxing with your favorite music, streaming from Spotify, Apple, or Tidal, whatever you prefer. And they've called it Small Mighty. The Hip-Dac supports high-res PCN up to 384 kHz, as well as DSD256 and MQA as used by Tidal Masters tier. Price of this is $149 US. It has balance, yes, balance, because you're worth it. Balance audio, so definitely with the Sony Z1R, perfect for me to test my gear. I just want to clarify that this is a sample. I am not keeping the products. I have no connections with Ifi. However, I am definitely happy to review products which are definitely, well, worth it for you guys, because you'll probably be interested in buying or looking at these products. Yeah, so it boasts a balanced analog stage to bring you the best musicality for miles around. It sports a 4.4mm balanced output for balanced headphone cable connectors. For those with hissy IEMs, use the 3.5mm S balance and enjoy all the benefits of your single-ended connection. And that is roughly how small. And as I said, this is just it's got X bass, which is our Ifi optional sonic adjustment. It's still very much in vogue and addresses the lack of bass that's often apparent with in-ears or open back headphones, so you can add a little bit of bass. Boost the bass and bring the booty back to IEMs with the Hip-Dac. But as I said, it does look a bit like a flash, you know, the ones that you drink from. For those who are from the UK, which is where I'm from. Our in-house team has mixed up the circuitry with bespoke, easy-to-install firmware to bring you the joyous musicality of hi-fires. Native order that suits your priorities and stays cutting edge. You will never be behind the times. And this is the comparison size of how small this DAC is. And it does look quite nice. Right, things to note. Enjoy high quality sound for up to 8 hours if you're using headphones requiring a lot of power, such as the HiFiMan HE6 or as little as the Sennheiser AE800. True native chipset means file formats remain unchanged. Listen to music as the artist intended when it was recorded. High-res true native playback from MP3 to DSD256, PCM and DXD384, MQA. You can use Mac or Linux, then check out the exclusive Ifi firmware download. So you can, here's the link for the Wi-Fi. X bass as mentioned, so you can get deep, richer bass. It's got the balance as well. Balance circuits reduce noise and crosstalk, less interference, clearer sound. And if you use the 3.5, there's S balance, which obviously single-ended. And that's roughly what it looks like. So we're going to do a quick unpackaging. So I won't call this an unboxing. I do need to send it back to them. So once I have done the full review. But definitely excited to work with a new company to see and test new products. Now, for those who are new or joining us, or for those companies who are new, yes, I definitely would be interested in testing more new products from whichever company. Yes, it's got batteries inside, so getting it sent might have been a bit more difficult. This is a review sample, as I said, not keeping it. Oh, wait. It does seem like I am getting a brand new product. Or close to that. So I'm expecting that this is actually the box of the full retail packaging. Quite small. I would probably say about the size of a hard disk. You know, those portable ones. Yeah. I might want to keep this. As I said, I need to send this back. So I'll probably keep the boxes intact, or so I can probably use it again as to send it back to them. Right. So I've done a little bit of gap here. So the Ifi Hip-Dac, 149 US dollars. Box, super small, Hi-Fi 5-star Ifi Hip-Dac, high-res audio, small packaging. I like the logo. It must be super compact. Okay. Now, what do you think? Do you think that is actually the size of the Hip-Dac? It could be. You know how the Apple, it's got the actual size of the phone right in front of the picture, and that's what you actually get when you open the box. This is quite small. This is what the size is. I have actually got another one before. Now, let me just grab it over here. It is like a DAC again. Actually, an amp. Here. The U amp, which is small amp, big sound. I've not been using this. I guess this could be a giveaway, I guess. But there is one thing that's missing though, and that is the case, because I am currently using the case, which is here. This is the case that I'm using it, but notice it holds my AP80 right now. Like so. Right. So, looks quite small. X-Bass, Balanced Performance, MQA, per Brown, multi-bit, chipset, that's true native DSD, bit perfect DXD PCM. Right, this bit of information. Hip-Dac by Ifi Audio is an advanced USB DAC headphone amp for the discerning on-the-go listener. Just connect to the USB port of any smart device and enjoy Spotify, Apple Music, MQA compatible or similar on your headphones like never before. With 8 hours of battery life, immerse yourself in the spectacular sound of Hip-Dac on the plane, coffee shop, or at home. Hip-Dac offers a cutting-edge per Brown digital to analog converter for the ultimate in signal conversion. Moreover, the superior balance circuit will treat you to amplification that is second to none. Mind-blow music at your fingertips. Power match and X-Bass balance 4.4 and SE 3.5 outputs. Obviously, we test the difference. It's got 400 milliwatts. Specification. DSD 256, 128, 64, quad double single speed DSD, DXD 384, 352, PCM, MQA, USB 3.0, high speed asynchronous USB 2.0, 4.4, which is probably, I'm thinking that with 4.4, there's definitely more power from the 4.4, so I'll be testing my Sony. You got 3.5 millimeter here. You can see here it's at 400 milliwatts at 32 ohms, 6.3 volts at 600 ohms, and while the S balance is 280. The battery inside is 2200, so you're getting about 8 hours of power, which is probably similar to my Hugo 2, which I dig and listen when I'm at home constantly. Charging via USB-C, oh fantastic, so it's up to definitely standard. There are sometimes when I worry about some companies using older adapters, but nope, definitely Ifi is using USB-C. And yeah, 1000 mAh charging current, 4 watts max power, size 102/7T 14 millimeter, 125 grams. We have 12 months warranty, and actually this is a brand new product, so we are actually doing an unboxing video, because it is new. I was looking at the box and I thought, the box doesn't look new. I thought I was getting a sample that was previously being passed along, but no. Anyway, Ifi Hip-Dac, let's just get it open. As you know, I like unboxing videos, seeing what people get. So, pulls out. Inside we have information. Button number 1 is the power on off button. Number 2 is the X-Base on off. Number 3 is the audio formats for the colors, and here are the colors. With green, that means the mode, that means the sound quality coming from it. If it's yellow, it's these. If it's cyan, it's DSD 128. If it's blue, 256. If you've got magenta, it's MQA. And if it's no lights at all, that means no valid signal. That means your connection must have been set up wrong, or something is not set up properly. The card's quite small. I thought it was like a couple pages. Right, number 4, we have the on, off, and analog volume control. The analog volume control is a Hip-Dac, so warning, due to the high power of the Hip-Dac, always start off as low volume. Yes, that's correct. Guys, seriously, when you're using these headphone amp and DAC, this is a combo. You definitely make sure that you are turned to the lowest volume. We don't want you blowing your NA monitors such that it will damage it, especially with BAs, and you know, BA they break quite well. They can be blown quite easily. We've got 5 balanced 4.4mm and a single-ended 3.5. And at the back, we have the USB 3.0 here, and number 8 is the USB charging, which is 5 volts. For charging only, it will take 3 hours for a high-power USB charger for fully charged Hip-Dac, which is not bad. Yeah, 3 hours, so it's just fast charging, I think. Right, information about battery, LED for battery status. So here, number 9, so you can see underneath that USB-C, there's like a light as well. If it's white, it means it's greater than 75% charge. If it's green, it's greater than 25. So if you are getting a white status, that means minimum you got 75% to 100. If it's green, it'll be 25 to 75. If it's red, you have just slightly 10% to 25%. Now, if it's red flashing, your power is actually less than 10%. Now, another information, battery LED will flash when it is charging. And again, this is the information, so I won't go over that. So there is the manuals. Inside we have the warranty. After sales, access the website, complete name, system detail, provide as much information as possible. And then here are some information about connections. This Ifi device with a USB male port was designed for direct connection for mobile devices to extract the digital signal. For connections, Apple iOS, USB to USB Lightning. So we got this. Android as well. Note for charging, if the LED is blue when you switch on the machine, means that it is sufficiently charged. If the LED is red, please turn off the machine and charge until no LED is lit. Okay, so information about charging it. Please turn off the machine and charge until no LEDs. If you cannot power on or there's no LED light, please insert a USB cable, USB power 3 to 5 times. If you have not used it much for say 3 to 6 months, please fully charge the machine again. Ideally repeat this process once every 3 months. because battery is do die. Okay, and there's dual lock fasteners. Right, so here let's see what they've got. We have an adapter USB to type A. So this is the one that is mentioned here. This will plug into your computer, and then this is the type A connection. Or actually, no, this is wrong. This is the one that will plug into the player. Let me just get the DAC and amp out. It is quite small. There is a bit of weight to it. Now, what I probably would have preferred is maybe a case. No, that's just me. I'm asking for too much, I know. I like to protect my stuff, so yeah. Right, so we've got, it's like, as I said, it's like a flask, you know, the drinking flask where you, I don't drink, by the way, so don't think, yeah, I don't drink at all. Right, so don't think I'm an alcoholic. Right, so here we got power match, X-Base, power, balance, 3.5, Hip-Dac, 5 volts, and then high res. Quite small. How small? Well, if I were to show you, you know, many people probably know, this is AirPods, roughly, size-wise, a little bit bigger, obviously much thinner. Now, was the packaging correct in regards to how big it is? I'm just curious. Almost. I was just curious if that was the, you know, how some pictures that when they show you it's actually the same size, what you're actually going to get. So the picture is not all accurate. So this iDevice is slightly bigger, but it is quite miniaturized. Definitely smaller than my Hugo 2. Power, I would probably say maybe the Hugo 2 that much, but then that's a different price point. Here we have USB-C again, and then on this side we also have another USB-C, but you can see that the adapters here are slightly different. And then on this side we have some adhesive to put on the back, which I will not use. This is probably just to protect your, yeah, you would take this off and put it here, or you can take it into small bits, I would presume. No, it's the whole thing. This is just to, so that you can plug in your player or your phone and then connect it like a stack. You stack your players, okay? And let me just quickly see. Oh, okay. Right, let me just quickly show you how to turn it on and off. As I said, I've not tried it. This is just unboxing. Right, to turn it on, this all the way down is off. Turn it on. There we go. There's power. It's green. That means there's sufficient power to it. As I said, this is the power match. This is the base. I will probably be using it. And this is the Ifi Hip-Dac, which retails for $149 US. A full review and will be coming of this item. As I said, I need time to play around with it. I will test it with my phones. I will test it with my players and see how it works. And so yeah, this is the Ifi Hip-Dac. More information is down in the link below. Thank you for Ifi for sending this product for a review. I will fully look after it, and then once this is done, I'll send it back. And obviously, for those who are interested, look for the next video. Thank you for watching, and hope you guys stay safe, and see you later.